Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. Chelsea Football Club has sacked Thomas Tuchel after their 1-0 loss to Zagreb in the Champions League last night. Whether that's the reason or not, he's been sacked. He has been sacked. This is not a drill. I got a WhatsApp forwarded image and I was like, nah, that's got to be fake. I looked it up. Can't believe it. It's blown my mind. I'm just in shock. Like, people are saying this is the new regime. They won't do the hiring and firing systemic methods of the previous regime in Roman Abramovich because they want to build around Thomas Tuchel. You know, Matt Law spoke about this on several occasions on the London is Blue podcast, how Chelsea want to emulate dynasties like Jurgen Klopp and Pep. I'm literally in shock. This is dropped minutes ago and my mind is friggin' blown. I'm going to read this statement on Chelsea Football Club now. We're going to talk about this. Who do you friggin' replace Tuchel with? This is friggin' mental, bro. Chelsea Football Club parts company with Thomas Tuchel. Chelsea Football Club has parted company today with head coach Thomas Tuchel. This is a really short friggin' statement, man. On behalf of everyone at Chelsea Football Club, the club would like to place on record its gratitude to Thomas Tuchel and his staff for all their efforts during their time with the club. Thomas will rightly have a place in Chelsea's history after winning the Champions League, the Super Cup, the Club World Cup in his time here. As the new ownership group reaches 100 days since taking over the club, and it continues its hard work to take the club forward, the new owners believe it's the right time to make this transition. Chelsea's coaching staff will take charge of the team training and the preparation for the upcoming matches as the club moves swiftly to appoint a new head coach. There will be no further comment until a new head coach appointment is made. Holy... Sorry. Shit. This is the... Look, Ancelotti sacking was mental. Jose, but the thing is, Jose Mark II, Conte, they were like rebelling against the club, and you know, it felt like it was coming. Like, do you know what I mean? And yes, the results, but like, you know, we've just signed £250 million worth of players in one summer transfer window with his blessing. The reason why we got a 33-year-old Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang less than a week ago is because he's Thomas Tuchel's player. The reason why we let go our £100 million record signing on loan at a gargantuan loss is because of Thomas Tuchel, the staff, the everyone backing him. The reason, well, you know, Timo Werner, whatever. Let's not talk about Timo Werner now. But, okay, look, man, I am worried. Okay, look, we might get a new coach and he's amazing. We start winning loads of games. But I do not, on the surface of it, on the face of it, endorse this decision. It was only recently I was praising the gaffer, saying, look, we have to back him because he's the one who carried Chelsea throughout this most difficult and turbulent time, you know, with the sanctions, with the club transition, with the sale, reaching every I don't want to sound like a broken freaking record here, but you have to look at the facts, reaching every single final available to him, you know, bar that Champions League, which we still played excellent in the end in the Bernabeu. You know, he's an excellent coach. He's a top 5 coach in the world. Where do we go from here? Like, I've been very pleased with the new ownership in terms of how they're spending money. We all like coach owners who spend money, but also they look like they want to get a director of football, this, that, and the other. But do they know what they're doing? Like, who do we get? Is Pochettino going to rock up at Chelsea? Do you want Mauricio Pochettino to be the Chelsea coach? Because right now, I certainly don't. I'm laughing because I don't laugh. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. This club is mental. Mental things happen to Chelsea over and over and over. But the fact how they've made this gargantuan investment with the seeming intention of building around this coach, something must have happened. Something must have happened, right? Like an argument or like something dramatic behind the scenes must have happened. I can't see that, results have been poor, yes, but we did play very well against Tottenham. The players, I don't think they would stop playing for Thomas Tuchel. He won them a Champions League. He seems to be laughing on the pictures on the training pitch, video footage. Only so recently, people smiling, having fun. This is absolutely friggin' wild, dude. This is absolutely blowing my mind. I didn't see this coming. Like, I don't think not one person out there saw this coming. Yes, there will be relatively impatient football Chelsea fans on social media. They would be like, Tuchel out, Tuchel out. Of course, many of you would have seen Rory Jennings's Tuchel out video. He's a content creator on YouTube as well. The morning after saying he doesn't want Tuchel out. So there were people with this opinion or whatever, but my giddy aunt, mate, she's off her nut, she's on the ceiling. This is absolutely crazy. I'm lost for words. This has slapped me in the face. What did Chelsea do? So who's gonna does him and his staff go? Does Arnaud Michel's take the training sessions? Because there's no one else. If his staff's been sacked as well, like, who the hell? I don't want the bloody the youth development coaches to come in, because they never win any bloody games. Even with the talented kids in that level of competition. Look, people will be speculating from here what's happened, why he's been sacked, has something on behind the scenes. Is it solely down to poor recent results? Has something happened after the Zagreb result? What will happen next? People will start clamoring for their desired coaches. There'll be a big clamor for Graham Potter. We can talk on this channel on many occasions. We can make choices about who we'd want to go moving forwards, and we will, obviously, being football therapy, we will reflect on potential targets and stuff like that as the time comes. But the time right now is to digest the fact how head coach, manager of Chelsea, Champions League winner, Club World Cup winner, Super Cup winner, Thomas Tuchel, who's led the club through the turbulent times, has been canned at the beginning of September. This is absolutely just blockbuster, sensational story. I'm not as sad as I was when Lampard got sacked, because I have this emotional affinity to Lampard, but I did as well with Tuchel to a degree, and many of you will align with me on that Tuchel spoke so well and represented the club so well. He wasn't like a Rafa Benitez, a Maurizio Sarri, these kind of coaches that were just sort of philosophy coaches that didn't really connect with the club or say he said the right things. He did really well. My mind is blown, man. I genuinely, I know this video is probably not too cohesive, but for me, the facts of this, the coach has been sacked after a 1-0 loss, despite all the aforementioned elements of huge gargantuan financial backing in the summer, led by the coach himself, which shows that they're going to back him sort of regardless. Yes, a really disappointing, as you would have seen my video yesterday, it was a historic loss yesterday. We absolutely should have beat Zagreb, and we were pants. We were absolutely crap. But yeah, do you sack Thomas Tuchel because of that? I mean, apparently you do. This statement we've just read out is cold and concise. And the fact how there's no further comment, and it's just we thank him for this, see you later, mate, it makes me think, has sort of something happened behind the scenes? I wonder. This is absolutely crazy. Look, we're going to reflect on this more and more as the story breaks. Please do comment down below, subscribe, drop a like, friends, support the ting while you're here. We're all we've got. We've only got each other. Chelsea managers come and go, players come and go, but the fans, you and I, support each other. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk about potential future managers. We will talk about how do we feel about this. Tell you what, mate, together, after this big situation and transition, we're going to need some football therapy. Keep it locked, people. See you soon.